All right, let's see if this thing still works. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been a really long time, but that's kind of why we're here today, is to fix that. So it is Saturday, June 22nd. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Sitting down in the office with a nice iced coffee. This is pretty much how I start every single day now, is with one of these. Ever since prep, this has kind of been the routine for me. So what's up, guys? How's it going? It's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video. There's been a lot of things that have happened. You guys are probably wondering why it's been so long since I've made a video. Honestly, guys, there's nothing like super extravagant. There's just been a lot of life that has been happening this year. 2024 has already been the busiest year of my life, and we're already in June, and we're still, only halfway through the year, so there's still lots to come yet. Basically, the long and short of it is a lot of good things have happened, guys. Like I said, a lot of life is happening this year. I have 3 friends who are getting married this year, so I have 3 weddings and 3 bachelor parties to go to. We have moved into a new place. I don't remember the last time that I did a vlog, but the last time that I did a vlog was definitely not in this apartment. I actually have my own office and everything in here. So in March, right around the time that I made my last YouTube video, Carissa and I moved into a much bigger place. So that was a big life win, especially in this economy, to be honest, but just in general, just to be able to move out of our teeny tiny 1-bedroom apartment into the place that we live in now has been a huge win. Both Carissa and I work from home. So we both kind of needed our own dedicated office space. So we moved into a 3-bedroom apartment now. So we have our bedroom, and then we have our living area, and then we each have a dedicated office. So we have upgraded, but obviously that was a big time and energy commitment and everything, just kind of moving into this new place. Business for me has exploded. I think I made my last video like 3 or 4 months ago, and I don't remember what my client numbers were then, but I can easily say that from as of now, the clients that I'm working with are almost double what I was working with 3 to 4 months ago. It's not quite double, but it's a pretty substantial growth. So I've been very, very fortunate and very, very blessed to have a surge in business. But honestly, guys, like with all of those things going on, with the move, with work going very, very good for me, with all of the friend stuff going on, bachelor parties and weddings and all of that type of stuff, I just haven't really had much of an energy or a desire to film. Coaching is how I make money. My clients paying me is how I pay my bills. I've never made a cent off of a piece of social media content, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, ever in my entire life. I use social media purely to market for my coaching business. And the goal is that people watch my content, they learn from me, they want to work with me, and they reach out and pay me to coach them. But when the things that are making me money are going really good, it doesn't really leave me with a ton of time and a ton of energy to be making videos. I used to spend 6-ish hours a day doing client work and then spend a good chunk of the day doing some video work. And now I'm spending 8 to 10 hours a day doing client work, depending on what is all going on. I have a couple of clients who are competing. I have a client who's competing in 2 weeks. So there's just a lot of different things that are going on that kind of take my time and energy. And just being upfront with you guys, like after a 10-hour workday and then going and doing a 3-hour training session, it makes it difficult for me to want to find energy and find motivation to sit down and film and edit. Editing is really kind of the pain in the ass, but filming and editing videos. So, however, I have kind of been getting the itch back, and I do realize kind of long term that not making content is probably not the best thing for my YouTube channel and the continued growth of my business. So I kind of am just forcing myself to get back into making videos. For me, it's as simple as like making the first video and then having that, start a routine. I kind of think of it as like a snowball. When you start a snowball, it's a little teeny tiny thing. And then when you start rolling the snowball down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So for me, I just kind of need to rip the Band-Aid off and get that first video made. And then hopefully making this video will kind of get me back into the routine of filming more. So we're going to do like a day in the life today. Honestly, guys, there is nothing very exciting that's going on today. But like I said, I just basically need to stop making excuses for myself, and I need to film something, and I need to get something up for you guys so that I can continue to grow the channel and continue to grow the business. So that is basically the intro for today. I'm going to be taking you guys along with me today throughout my entire day. We're going to start off the morning. After I finish this coffee, we're going to go get some groceries. I usually like to do all my grocery shopping in the morning because the grocery stores are pretty empty, especially on the weekends in the suburbs here. If I try to go in the afternoon, it's just a zoo. And when there's that many people in the grocery store, it makes me want to beat the shit out of all of them. I can't stand that many people being in one place. It just annoys me so much. So we are going to go to a couple different grocery stores this morning and just kind of get some odd and end type of stuff and just kind of re-up what is on the menu for today. So let's consult the old to-do list. So vlog, we are doing that, check. I'm going to go get some groceries this morning. I mentioned a little earlier that I have a client who's competing in a couple of weeks. We're going to do a Zoom posing session today. I'm going to prep some food. I have some food prep that I have to do today, and then we're going to train later. So going to kind of take you guys with me through the day and just kind of shows you what goes on during the day and just kind of try and get back into the routine of filming. All right, got some grocery shopping done. I still had a couple of things I needed to get and a couple places that I could have gone, but honestly, I didn't realize that Aldi didn't open till 8:30, and I didn't want to sit in the parking lot for like 20 minutes. I had milk and stuff. And I guess I didn't mention this earlier, but it's been very, very hot in Chicago all week. It's been in the 90s. So I don't really want to sit in the car with milk in the 90-degree trunk for like 25 minutes and have that stuff go bad. I live unbelievably close to both of my grocery stores. So, I'll just get it tomorrow. And it's nothing that I needed today, so I'll just go get it later. But came home, put the groceries away, put some dishes away. And I have a little bit of time before I'm going to jump on this posing session with my client Carson. So I'm going to prep some beef, some steak for the week. So nobody asked, but I'm going to show you guys what I usually get for my red meat. So I usually get stew meat. This is usually how it's going to be advertised as like beef stew or stew meat or something like that. I pick this one because it's very cheap. It's usually the cheapest form of steak that they have. This is only $4.99 a pound, and as you can see, it's extremely lean. There's a couple of pieces of fat that you can see on there, but I'm gonna trim those off. So this is, in my opinion, this is the leanest and cheapest cut of red meat that I can find. I mean, I've been using this as my red meat source for probably 4 years now. Now, the issue with steak like this is that it's so lean that you can't like grill it, and you can't cook it like normal. it just gets so dry and so tough, and you'll actually give yourself like tooth pain trying to chew it. It's really, really tough. So what I have found works the best is if I use like an Instapot, or what is actually usually better is a slow cooker. An Instapot is the same thing as a slow cooker. It's just that it cooks it a lot faster. So I use the pressure cooker just to kind of cook it in like an hour and a half or 2 hours. But what is the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to put it in like a slow cooker and probably put it in before you go to bed. And then when you wake up in the morning, it's done, or put it in at the beginning of the day, and by the end of the day, it's done. But it tends to get a little more moist if you can use the slow cooker. But either way, in my opinion, it has to be either pressure cooked or slow cooked and then shredded, kind of like Italian beef type of texture, to make it like super edible, I guess. But yeah, I just gonna get that thrown in the pressure cooker here, and then I'm gonna make meal one, and then hopefully by that time my guy will be ready to post. So all right, that was a pretty good batch. There was only a couple of big fatty pieces that I need to cut off of that one. So that was a really, really lean batch. Sometimes I buy a batch and I end up trimming half of the fat off, but that batch was pretty lean, so pretty happy about that. I would recommend that you guys cut the fat off of your meats. I mean, honestly, all of them, whether it's chicken or beef, stuff like that. There's a lot of talk about buying, grass-fed versus grain-fed beef, and free range versus regular chicken and stuff like that. From what I have kind of researched and from what I understand, a lot of the toxins that are going to get stored in animals are going to get stored in the fat cells. So I like to remove the fat so that I don't necessarily deal with the risk of having those. And I also think from like a health perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with saturated fats, but I do think that we should be trying to keep our saturated fat intake on the lower end. And then if we need to make up higher fats, we kind of do those with a different source. So like, for example, I would rather have someone do chicken breast and then have 15 grams of fat from olive oil than do chicken thigh and have 15 grams of fat coming from the chicken itself. I think that that's going to be better for health outcomes and digestion, maybe. I mean, that's obviously going to be person dependent, but mainly health outcomes. So which is why I like to buy really lean meat. I could buy sirloin or stuff that's a little bit fattier, but from a calorie perspective, I'd rather make up those fats with a different fat source, not only for satiety perspective, but also just for overall health levels. I actually decided that I'm gonna slow cook my beef today. It's kind of funny, as I was going through that little spiel at the beginning, I was like, yeah, it usually does taste a lot better slow cooked than pressure cooked. So it's early enough in the day that I can kind of set it for a good 8 hours or so and still have it be a decent time by the time that it goes off. So I'm gonna slow cook it today, and hopefully I don't regret that decision. All right, it's time for meal one, which is a shake. So this is 50 grams of cream of rice, 1 scoop of whey, 5 grams of creatine, 100 grams of raspberries, and then 1 cup of fat-free milk. One of the things that has changed since my last YouTube video is that I was balls deep in an off season at that point. To be fair, I am still kind of balls deep in an off season, but I'm kind of in a different phase of that. I'm in a mini cut phase right now. My first push of my off-season body weight push, I just kind of was getting a little softer than what I wanted to, and my appetite was taking a hit. My calories got the highest that they've ever gotten at the end of that push phase. I was doing 5,200 calories on a training day, and then 4,700 on a rest day. So it was a ton of food, and I was doing that for months on end, probably about 3 months straight, and my my appetite was just pretty bad. So the combination of getting a little soft and then appetite taking a hit made me want to do a mini cut. I'm about 3 weeks into that mini cut, and I'm down about 9 pounds from my beginning weight to what I weighed in this morning. So I don't want to go over the food and everything too much today, just because I kind of want to do a full day of eating video, particularly on the mini cut. And you know, I don't want this video to be super duper long, but calories have come down pretty significantly. I'm still not hungry. Obviously, I'm still blending 2 of my six meals and drinking those because I'm really not hungry at all. But it's getting a little bit better. So I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna take some health supplements, and then take some fiber. This is just kind of part of the morning routine. And then I'll probably play a few games of Warzone or something until my client is ready to pose. So we'll kind of see where he's at from there, but gonna get this in and then get started. All right, I'm about to jump on a Zoom call with my client here and kind of go through some posing. I have a general idea of what I want to do today, but that is gonna kind of be dictated on how he's doing. The last time that I talked to Carson, prep was really hitting hard. You know, the body is really tired and the mind is really tired too. He's 3 weeks out, so just getting into that part of the prep. Anybody who's prepped knows what I'm talking about. So I have a general idea of what I want to get done with him this morning here. But just kind of depending on his energy levels and mentality and how everything is going, that could kind of dictate and change that. So this is, I don't know how many people are going to watch my videos that are coaches or are looking to be coaches themselves, but this is kind of a point in the prep from my experience where I think you're really basing a lot of decisions based off of like body language and how the client is doing mentally. So yeah, we'll see how today goes. Before we get started, is there anything I should know about before we go?
No, I think I'm good to go.
Okay, cool. We'll just kind of go through the first round here. So front relax when you're ready. All right, quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right. Good, and face the front. All right, front double, side chest. Good. Back double. Good. Ab and thigh. Right. Good. Yeah. And favorite classic. All right. Posing session went pretty good. He's pretty tired and pretty depleted, so we need to just kind of rinse off some of that fatigue, and then kind of go from there. So the plan has been set, and he'll be checking in with me in a couple of days, and we'll just kind of be going from there. So. I'm gonna eat my second meal now, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do from there. I'm gonna train a little bit later, but it's not time for me to train yet, so I'm gonna eat and then find something to do, I guess.
I see those guys all as more comparable. I love Rafa. You think Bruce can beat Rafa? I do.
All right, just had meal 3, which is gonna be the pre-workout meal for today. Just kind of chilling here with Zukamook. Zukamook, say hi, honey. Say hi. Just kind of chilling here, watching a podcast. Pre-workout today is gonna be another coffee. This will be Dunkin' iced coffee. I was gonna do like an energy drink or something today, but Carissa wanted to go get some coffee, so I figured, hey, we'll have another. So I'm gonna drink this and then get ready for the gym, and then I'll probably see you guys in the car on the way there. Man, this is the first time that I've used my car mount for filming in a while, so this is kind of cool, I guess. Headed to the gym now. I guess there has been a major change in my training since the last video that I made. I'm actually pretty sure that the last video that I made was pertaining to this topic, but I have switched my training into full body training. And I don't want to talk too much about that in this clip. You know, I kind of want to make that a separate video on its own and talk about that at a different time. But it is exceptionally hard. In my opinion, it is also the most that I have grown in like a, you know, certain period of time, if I could kind of try and make sense of what I'm saying. I've been running it for about 3 months now, and I cannot think of a single time in my entire life where I've made that much progress in 3 months. So it has been very, very hard and very, very challenging, but it has also been very, very rewarding. So that is basically what's going on with my training. I have 4 sessions that I do. I have full body A, B, C, and D. Today is going to be the C session. The A and C sessions are more like upper body dominant with a little bit of leg work added on, and then B and D are more lower body dominant with a little bit of upper body work added on. But all 4 sessions are still full body training sessions. So today's going to be more of an upper body dominant one, and then I'll have some calf raises, leg extensions, leg curls, and leg press that are tied at the end. So right now I'm doing some sort of a major quad compound movement. Literally every other day I have something in A, B, C, and D that's a quad compound. So today I'm going to be on the 45-degree leg press. I actually do the 45-degree leg press on 2 of my workouts, and what I do is I use different rep ranges on them. So today's going to be the day that I do my heavy rep range, which is in the 5 to 8, and then on the other day, that's a day where I go lighter, and I'll do something in the 8 to 12, possibly even as high as 15 reps. So today's the heavy day for that. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to having a good session overall. I kind of hinted at this earlier this morning getting groceries, but it is just ridiculously hot in Chicago right now. It's been in the 90s all week, and this is kind of the first week that it's been like this. So it's just getting really, really hot. The first training session that I did when it was kind of getting into this phase where it's been in the 90s, I was pretty dehydrated going into that workout. I didn't drink as much as I should have. And so I've been just trying to make a conscious effort to be extra on top of my hydration as I'm heading into these workouts now. So getting a little bit more fluid in, and then I'll probably overlay some clips of the training next. But again, this isn't a training video, so I don't want to talk too much about that. All right, we are back from the gym. Really great workout. Really very happy with how today went. Progressed all lifts. Sitting with the or post workout meal / shake, which is basically the same thing as breakfast, but instead of using Rice Krispies cereal, I use cream of rice. And then instead of using raspberries, I use blueberries, but whey, milk, creatine, some salt. Just kind of sitting here, putting in my post workout notes. After this, I don't really know what I'm going to do. Probably going to take the dog out, to be honest, because I need to get some steps in, and she needs to go potty before she eats dinner. And then, I don't know, Carissa is at a concert tonight with some of her friends, so I'll probably just be on the couch and just kind of watching some YouTube or posting some stuff on Instagram, TikTok, and or YouTube Shorts. So this is the exciting day in the life of a online coach, bodybuilder, influencer guy. I do unfortunately have some bad news in regards to the beef. I put it on slow cook for 8 hours and I thought that would be long enough, and it's still pretty tough. So I'm gonna speed cook it now, and I'm gonna do it with the pressure cook like how I usually do. But usually when I do it raw, when I do it from raw, when I do it from raw, it takes me like an hour and a half to do it with the pressure cooker, but I'm only gonna do it for like half an hour because it's already kind of slow cooked for 8 hours. But shit, if I do the slow cooker again, I'm gonna have to do it for longer than 8 hours, and that's gonna have to be like a full day thing, and it just ain't even worth it at that point. So, learning. Listen, if you guys have a little dog, you have to get one of these. It's leash on the waist. It's actually like game changing because this dog is super small, but she pulls and runs like fucking crazy sometimes. So this is actually really nice having one of these around your waist. Definitely recommend it. What the fuck is going on here? Why? Aw. All right, the beef has been prepped just over my shoulder here. I also went ahead and prepped all of my meals for tomorrow, as you can see. I honestly cannot remember the last day where I did not prep my meals for the following day. You know, lots of questions can get asked on social media and stuff about being adherent to a diet, and I think one of the best ways to be adherent to a diet is to eliminate the excuses as to why you would miss a meal. So I have like literally prepped my meals every single day for the last, I honestly don't even remember the last time I didn't prep my meals, honestly. So that is a great habit to get into if you're not in that habit right now. I'm gonna eat my second to last meal now. By the time I finish that, the beef will have cooled off and I can kind of store that. I'm going to watch some of the Call of Duty League qualifying matches. For those of you guys who are in the know, I did not watch the matches today, but I did look at the scores and I saw that Boston Breach beat Optic 3-2, which is just an insane, like, reading that is crazy to me. So I have to watch that and see how that happened. So that's pretty much what the rest of the night is going to look like. I'm going to get this meal in, and then I'll have one more meal to get in, and I'll probably just be chilling on the couch watching YouTube that whole time.
A strong line of defence in the hard point. Chelsea with the kills over the top, finds it open, he gets himself in there. That's the break of the Corinne.
All right, I actually ended up falling asleep on the couch, which is pretty typical. I would say most nights I end up falling asleep on the couch, but still got one more meal to get in. This is Greek yogurt, cocoa powder. Got to get this in, and then it's bedtime for me. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. I know it's been a while since I'd posted a video. I like to think that I'll get super consistent about posting again, but you never know. But I wanted to get you guys something just to kind of make up for the little hiatus. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, take care of yourselves.